Hey everybody, one more quick video here before I turn in, but in response to all of those that left comments and questions on my video concerning she dropped the N word at work, told you I'd keep you abreast of developments on that, and yes, that person was terminated. I had to give it a lot of thought though, because it's now put me in a very difficult situation without having a supervisor now. That's left me with just myself and my assistant to manage the store, which makes things extremely difficult. We can get along with 3 people. With 2 people, it becomes very difficult because, of course, you're trying to cover all the hours, the operating hours. And my assistant manager is hourly personnel. She cannot be scheduled for more than 40 hours a week. I, on the other hand, am salary. I'm required to work 47 and a half hours. And then anything over that I can't cover with my manager, or I'm sorry, with my assistant, and her hours, of course, I have to take on. So it's now putting me in a position of working in excess of 55 hours a week. Typically, I end up with anywhere from 50 to 55 hours just on a normal basis, but it's going to be even more than that, at least for the next several weeks. Unfortunately, there is no one on my current staff that I would even consider promoting to the position of supervisor. There are a couple people that would be capable of doing it, however, they don't want the responsibility. And the others that I have at this point would not be capable of handling the position. And out of the applications I'm getting applications on an almost daily basis, primarily for sales associates jobs. But in looking those over, a lot of those applications, a lot of those people are not even qualified to be sales associates. They, want to work as a sales associate, but being in a fabric store, people expect you to have at least a minimal basic knowledge about sewing. And a lot of these current applications, these people don't sew at all. They don't even know what end of the needle that you thread. So obviously I can't bring them in as sales associates or even consider them for something higher. Anyway, of course, the scene was kind of ugly. When I went in, I met her on her next scheduled shift to work, and I went round and round pretty much until I had to go over and meet her at the store. But I finally decided, and I knew, once I made that decision, what kind of workload I was looking at. But her use of that comment, whether in a derogatory way or not, was completely unacceptable. And it really did erode my trust in her in terms of how she was making decisions and able to relate to both customers and employees. I really could not, I just couldn't see her in the same light that I had been attempting to see her ever since she had been hired. Now, she apologized all over herself and said she said she was directing that comment more at herself because it was a way I made her feel, and she was not referring to me as being, what she referred to. But yet and still, it was very inappropriate, and no matter what context the term was being used in, I just really could not see her working for me anymore in the capacity that she'd been hired into, because it just called into question her ability to make sound decisions and her ability to use sound judgment. So yes, she is now gone, and as I said, the scene got a little ugly in the sense that she kept apologizing and was almost begging to be given another chance because she really needed the job. And now I'm just kind of dealing with all these even more crazy hours than what I had, and I'm praying to God that I'll get some people in that would be appropriate for the position, and that I can interview and consider for this position as soon as possible. Because quite frankly, I don't know how long I can handle this many work hours. I'm virtually getting no time off, and I won't be getting any time off for the foreseeable future. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I just wanted to let you all know how that was resolved. Oh, also, somebody's been asking about what my hair looks like right now, my locks. Let me turn around so you can see. Now, hopefully I am in camera range so you can see, but here they are. I've got the sides kind of rolled up here in kind of a roll, and I left the back free. Now you can see the length. Down here about to where the neck bone connects into the spine, so growing quite well. And I'm really excited. You can see the fuzzies are starting to calm down some, starting to integrate. Now, a lot of my ends are still loose. They haven't sealed yet, which is kind of interesting. I'm interested now in kind of watching to see when my ends start to seal. It might be hard to tell from looking at it on quick capture here, but my hair texture it's not tightly nappy, not like it was when it was younger. The curl pattern has relaxed somewhat, and this is something that kind of runs with the women of my family. The curl texture straightens out in varying degrees on our heads as we get older. This section up in here, when I started this process, it's so straight, it's more wavy than kinky or curly, and these locks right in through here, for the longest time they just did not seem to be doing anything, and I was starting to kind of wonder, is this ever going to happen? Am I going to just have a section of hair that will always remain straight and unlocked? But they did finally lock down, and they're coming along fine. This section right in here, back in here, I think probably locked the fastest out of all the areas of my head. And you can see this one right here, my ear lock that I have. I went ahead last month and combined two together, because with the stem of my glasses rubbing back and forth on that one, I was afraid that it would get a little too thin and end up breaking off. So I do have a dragon here. There you go, two ends. I decided to leave the ends as they were. It doesn't really bother me, and I just combine them up here at the root, so eventually those will be marrying and become one. But anyway, just thought you guys might just like to see the progress here of my hair. I'm still loving it. Got a little more gray in this area than I did when I started a year ago, but hey, that's okay. What will be will be. I'm just loving it. So again, you guys take care, be blessed. I will try to get back with you a little more often, just so folks don't think I'm dead and buried. And I hope to talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye.